Should I allow my teen to wear a bikini? I have joint custody of my teen daughter with my Mormon ex-wife. I was going to take her and her friends to a water park next weekend. She mentioned she wanted a bikini as that's what her friends wear. But I know that means going behind my ex-wife's back. What should I do? Sure, go ahead. What is your ex-wife going to you? Ex-Mormon here. Do it. Your daughter already has enough religious trauma. A bikini isn't going to hurt anyone. She's your daughter too. If it's fine with you, then that's all that matters. Though off topic. Given you said my Mormon ex-wife, I am assuming you are not Mormon yourself. Which leads me to wonder how you got involved with a Mormon woman in the first place. I thought they kinda stayed in the faith and all that. Yes. Your daughter is old enough to decide how to dress. I agree with previous commenters who said don't hide it. Actually, stay out of it if you can. There's no reason to out yourself or hide it if mom finds out. So be it. You've allowed your daughter to make her own choices. She has to learn how. IDK if it matters, but I raised 3 girls. A boy and an NB kid, and I let them make their own choices. Nobody was ever pregnant that I know of, addicted, or incarcerated. They're all adults now and still like me. Still no arrests or addictions, but I do have a darling grandbaby. Her mama had her at age 20. Which is okay with me. Mormon ex-wife. As long as it's not super risque and tasteful. Who the hell cares? Nobody at the water park. Except your ex-wife. That's who. Don't be the one who body shames your child. Take steps to educate your daughter against body shaming. Don't be silent about it in the face of her mother. I thought it said moron ex-wife at first. Anyway, I was never allowed to wear bikinis. My parents would absolutely not allow it. When my daughter was younger, she wore one-pieces, but when she became a teen, I had absolutely no issues with her wearing one. It's not a big deal. I say unless you have an issue with it, just let her wear one. I wouldn't make it an issue because it's really not. She's dressing appropriately for where she's going. Your teen should wear whatever they'd like to wear. My only concerns would be a wardrobe malfunction while sliding or other active things. And B, the sun exposure. Tough one. Your daughter should have the choice. As long as it's not way out of line, you should have the choice. As her father, your ex can't control you. However, for your daughter, there could be discipline repercussions that your ex may do that you want. Have a say in controlling. Make sure your daughter realizes it's her choice. But she does run the risk of angering her mom. While I hate the opinions your ex has, she will have the same arguments as you if you disagree with the choices she makes. So long as your daughter gets this, then let her make the choice. Yes. But I also don't think you should hide it from her mom. Be straight up, daughter is wearing a bikini because she has autonomy over her clothing choices. Not the asshole. When daughter is with you, then you and daughter can decide what's okay. When she's with mom, well, mom has a say. I can see where your daughter will be as an adult. But bikinis aren't usually the best choice for water parks. Too easy to have a wardrobe malfunction. Go for something cute that can take the activity level. It's the 21st century. Let the girl wear a bikini if she wants to. She can drive a car at 16, no questions asked, but a bikini? Sue, my thought is let her wear what she wants because she's a person and has thinking, decision making abilities now. Maybe throw in a quick line though about how she does not need to dress a certain way just because her friends do, which was the reason she gave you. Women, especially young women, are so often pressured to dress look certain ways by peers and are too embarrassed to admit when it makes them uncomfortable. Let her know she can do what makes her comfortable. I say this as someone who would never be comfortable in a bikini, not for any religious reasons whatsoever. I'm not religious at all. Co-parenting is hard if you disagree. But in this instance I'd side with your daughter's autonomy over religious prudishness. You wouldn't stop your son wearing trunks, right? Your wife is in a cult. The reason she doesn't want your daughter wearing a bikini is because it is against the cult's word of wisdom and is viewed as immodest. I think it's good your daughter wants to rebel against that cult. So I'd let her. I was raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, which is similar in many ways to Mormons. It is going to be difficult for your daughter to work out how to keep you and her mother happy. Your priority is to show her acceptance and also help her develop critical thinking skills so that she doesn't get indoctrinated as a Mormon and potentially look down on you for leaving. It is important that she can behave as a normal teenager and develop friends that are not part of the religion. Supporting her in that will help finding her own boundaries and respect you as a loving father that she can depend on. You have no obligation to cater to your ex-wife's ridiculously asinine beliefs in magic fairies. Anyone who's not a divorced parent cannot have a full understanding of the tension between the parents and the effect on the kids. I've been there. It's hard. Really hard. Regardless of the moral quandary here, which emo your daughter can wear whatever she wants. She might want to consider the practical aspects. Depending on the water park and what she plans to do, it can be easy to lose a piece of your two-piece in a more vigorous ride. She's a human, not a pet. Let her make her own choices. As long as it's a sturdy one that will withstand the water park play, sure. I'd suggest she find a suit that is designed for water athletics. Not laying out in the sun. Title IX, Patagonia, and other outdoors brands will be better, but also more expensive than the fashion suits at Target. By which I mean, they won't fly off when she hits the water from height. As a formerly mortified teenager, at least make the suggestion. I don't see an issue with her wearing a bikini, as long as it's not a thong bikini woman shrugging light skin tone. Yes, I was raised Mormon and I promise you, she will appreciate the opportunity to be able to express herself how she wants. My feeling is, still your house, still your rules. When 18, they can do whatever they like. Yeah, why not? Do you know how hard it is to use the toilet when wearing a one-piece swimsuit? A bikini is so much more comfortable and practical. I think it's best you don't try and control her clothing choices, 'cause it'll backfire in the end. I would. Not much the ex can do when the child is under your watch. It's not like you are letting drink alcohol or something stupid. It's just a bikini. That's a question you can only ask yourself. If you're okay with it, then great, but if you're not, you should draw that line. Kids always want to do what their friends are doing, but that doesn't mean you have to allow it. Respecting your ex-wife's wishes is not a bad thing. Also, how old is she? Big difference between 13 and 17 in regards to it being appropriate that she follow her parents' rules. Bikinis aren't great at a water park. Ever wonder why there is a crowd watching at the bottom of large slides? I am not a Mormon and not even American, but from a European perspective this would be perfectly normal. I am aware that social norms in the US are a bit weird though. The kid is going to wear one. Be there for it, so if a creep tries anything it'll be you. She goes to, not some idiot teen who'll make a dumb decision. Suggestion. Take her bikini shopping and make a day of it. Don't keep it a secret. If it happens to come up in conversation, it comes up, and if doesn't, it doesn't. When if mom finds out and goes nuclear on y'all, you being a man dad, I hope you scream body autonomy from the rooftops for you daughter, and that you continue to support her in her own decisions with her own body.